best to minimize casualties and...
I love the way they say minimize casualties and look at the grammar. wait. Minimize
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored...
Wait. Hello YouTube, we are going to be watching more Death Battle. I really enjoyed the two previous videos. And today we're going to be checking out Omni-Man versus Homelander. I have seen Invincible and how you've seen The Boys, so I already know how they are. I am going to say Omni-Man wins. Yeah, this is like, I don't even think we need to even watch the video anymore. Omni-Man wins, for sure.
Omni-Man, the invincible champion from planet Viltrum.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Vought International.
Few heroes have stood the test of time with more aplomb than the very first, Superman. But what if absolute power did, in fact, corrupt absolutely?
Answer, we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
You guys want to do early predictions? No, I think like the predictions should be after you guys have seen like the abilities and stuff. That way we can gamble on it and it makes it more interesting, you know?
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you go in there for a second, huh?
Alti was saying you made an early prediction. Oh, no. I choose Omni-Man. I think Omni-Man would beat Homelander. Homelander is like Milkman. Like he's not as smart and mature as Omni-Man, okay? Like he's immature. Omni-Man is smarter, okay?
Not really, his name is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide.
Yeah.
With CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum, Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its superpower.
Really wants his son to think. Oh my god. I love the way they added this law. Think, Mark.
Enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task. He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited his dad's
I never understand
Viltrumite
why
powers.
Omni-Man
That's when
has the
Mark
symbol
found
of
out
the
that his
OB
dad
market
was
on
a
it.
stinking rat bastard liar.
Turns out, Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Peaceful in the sense that they culled half their population.
Like, come on. Are we forgetting that Omni-Man is a Viltrumite? Come on. Homelander didn't go through this training. No.
Until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
This Viltrumite empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part entirely.
And turns out Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark.
Oh!
Your dad's a...
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
Imagine combining the raw power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan.
Literally.
Basically a Viltrumite.
Due to their unique DNA, Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy from the oxygen inside them.
Kinda reminds me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how comic writers bullshit us.
I also have this as well. Just letting you guys know, okay? You know, in case someone didn't know, I have this R as well.
Science-y explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense.
See you, doctor.
Designated by your DNA. DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics fans. I'm calling this...
What?
Viltrumites can fly, withstand near absolute zero temperatures, and even possess insane healing factors. You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts ripped out, or having your face smashed up in a tomato soup. I don't mean to exaggerate, but
Jesus.
Viltrumites in this series get up.
Oh my god, this guy is also really cool. I've forgotten his name though, but he's the one with like the... He made a fur jacket out of his of this enemy that he fought against. Trag, right? Yeah. Trag is insane. Trag is insane.
Survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human's. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he is easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like, other aliens attacking him will literally splatter their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and—
I know, right? Like, Mark, come on. Come on. Like, I don't know why they raised him human. Oh, all the love, kindness. Oh my lord.
Not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior—
I love the way they say minimize casualties and look at the grammar. Wait. Minimize minimize casualty. Just kill me at this point. What? How? Like, what is he even there for? Like, what is he even there for? Look at the granny. What do you mean it's just a flesh wound? This is like GG. This is still alive? Are we seeing this clearly? She died like Peter Griffin. She literally has the Peter Griffin pose. Wow.
Nolan,
my god.
Tackled their leader through the portal back to their homeworld, then spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Oh my god.
Underselling it. Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching a hole through a planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico, that would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
And weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons. Moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough to slaughter those who can—
Okay, effortlessly threw a baseball around the Earth. I could do that. You know, there's light work. Redirected an asteroid the size of Texas. Participated in destroying a planet. Flew from Earth to Traxa in under a week. I mean, I could do that, you know. It's not that bad. Survived Mean Supreme. I can't do that. You know, that is bad. Single-handedly ended Flaxen civilization. Defeated Invincible, Alan the Alien, Space Racer, Guardians of— yeah.
Considered him an ally, the Guardians of the Globe. All to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
What do you mean I have noodle arms? What? I can throw a baseball around the Earth, okay? You guys just don't know. I just don't want to do it because I don't want the, you know, the FBI to come after me, okay?
Too bad for Nolan. It wouldn't be that easy because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's
what is bad there? Did he say something wrong?
Father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare.
I'm joking.
Fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training? Like the train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun. Jesus.
But if anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father
Just because it lands behind you after you throw it, it doesn't mean it did go around the world.
He did. Oh, he was crying here. See, look at the way Mark is infecting him with his weakness. Che.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Life can be overwhelming.
Why did this BetterHelp sponsorship come the moment I say something psychopath?
And many people are burned out without even
Why?
Symptoms can include lack of motivation, feeling helpless,
Oh
trapped,
my
detached, fatigued, and more.
working on a show like Death Battle every week definitely
knows.
wipes me out once in a while. Remember that one time you had to
Oh my
research
God.
Lottery's 5-day test plan and you keeled over during the show?
All too well. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem, best buddy.
We associate
Oh
burnout
my
with
God.
work, but that's not the only cause. Any of our roles
Maybe
in life
you
can
need to
feel burned out, and BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to remind you to prioritize yourself. Talking with
I
someone can
don't
help you
need
figure out
help,
what's causing
okay?
stress
I
in your
don't
life.
need help. Therapy stream when?
Welcome to Vought International.
Okay, Homelander, you guys,
Multi-billion-dollar
Homelander.
conglomerate Whose #1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right. Superheroes are
Oh my god, this just reminded me. A-Train is literally the worst version of Chase from Dispatch. Like, now my brain is just dispatch, dispatch, dispatch. Now I see everything in just dispatch colors.
real and they're big business.
Imagine a company that possesses a monopoly on popular culture, pumping out movies, TV shows, action figures, and video games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Yeah, imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
He's
Homelander.
got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad. This guy probably eats freedom and shits eagles.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy Scout
Alright, let's see. Leader of the Seven enjoys attention, fame, and milk. What did I say? I literally called him the milkman at the beginning of the video.
he's marketed as, Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future? Now give
Yeah.
him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
And one that's total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was a complete success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of terrified
Oh my
scientists.
God!
His umbilical cord was even cut. In the
Oh
comics, Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But you know you're done for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
Or screams so loud that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Oh
Those are
my
innocent
god.
bystanders whose ears are exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally botched this mission to stop a plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade. Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
To be honest, he's a really, really cool character. I'm kind of like tired of seeing like superheroes are like all good and, you know, doing everything for the good of humanity. Oh, it's kind of boring, okay? Like Homelander is really, really cool.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But don't worry, he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero. Ooh,
To be honest, Neela, for once I agree with you. I mean, I like normal superheroes, you know, the ones that are like really cool, saving people, doing this for the good and all that. It's just, how many more? You know, I want like more villains that are well
You should
written.
check if this therapy ad is still available.
I don't need therapy, okay? I just need more villains that are cool. Come on. I just want more villains. Oh my god.
just happens to be an actual Nazi.
Oh my god.
Speaking of sex, Wiz, you know how I'm always saying we should figure out how Superman and Lois get busy? Well, forget that, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Who drew that?
Look, there's
I didn't know this. Okay, maybe not these bad of villains. Maybe, you know, a villain that's more toned down. More, you know, maybe Homelander might be too much. Yeah, this one,
way to
no.
sugarcoat this. Considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy.
Rick, I don't need this information. Why are you telling me this? No!
1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right. Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Kind of sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented that Homelander has proven immune to every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right, we all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns out forcibly fathering a son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning.
No, but this was actually insane when I saw it. This was really, really crazy. This was really crazy. It reminded me of when my dad pushed me into the pool trying to make me swim. Trying to like force me to learn how to swim. Oh my lord.
Or not.
This episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
After years of fine print contracts and getting
If it works, it didn't work. I still don't know how to swim. I still don't know.
But did you know that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month?
The catch whiz. What's the catch?
There you go.
It's
Mint
not
Mobile's
gonna work.
secret sauce is that they're the first company to
No,
sell
now I'm
wireless
afraid of
service
water.
online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings to you.
Mint Mobile gives you the best rate.
Didn't do it enough then? What do you mean?
All right, the combatants are
Okay,
set to run the
chat,
data to
it's
all
time for Gamba. Gamba. Who do you guys think would win? I would go for Omni-Man. This is like, come on. I would go for Omni-Man. There's no way Homelander would win this. This is like easy bets. But if you think Homelander could win, because maybe we don't know like all the stats for both of them, maybe Homelander could win. Whoa, okay, I said it's easy. Did you have to put 600 and something K points in there? Come, let's go.
Time for a death battle!
Okay, it's time, you guys.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
Oh!
Aw, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding?
Debbie!
Get the fuck out of my country.
So American.
I'm going to feed you your own heart. That was a great line.
Let's go, Omni-Man!
Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Come on, come on! Oh. Oh. He didn't even tickle him. Yeah, Omni-Man is winning, you guys. Anyone that put points on Homelander, your points is gone. Your points is gone.
You have to turn with the punch to reduce.
Oh my God.
Better.
Oh!
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
Oh! Don't say that.
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flashpoint that little son of yours, this worthless neighborhood, and every goddamn person you know!
Well, he was talking too much. Is he going to make him eat it?
What I promised you.
Oh my God!
Now swallow.
Okay. Sorry. Oh my God!
If there's a god,
Yeah,
it
this
sure
was an
seems like he
easy
was working out
win.
some aggression
This was
there.
an easy.
Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys.
This was an
fish
easy
in a small
win.
pond.
Like, come on. This is like, there was nothing to do here. 7.2 billion times faster. 60 billion times stronger. Superior. What was he even going to do? What was he going to do here?
Relatively speaking, Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon.
Oh my, come
To be fair,
on.
Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time. And there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near that hot.
Hell,
Yeah.
no less tanked heat vision from the superhero means Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it
He
was
told
hot
you
enough,
points,
Omni-Man's superior
yay.
speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years. He
Yeah.
comes from a warrior culture based on fighting. Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because
Exactly.
he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
The winner is
Winner, Omni-Man. Yeah, that was really, really fun. That was really fun. The Monsters gave him the win. I think so as well.